want to make any mistake, stop recording, start recording. Okay. Get this thing out of the way. All right. Okay. Sorry, John, Glenn, Elliot, how Ben, Lemmy, everybody, huh? How you all doing? Good? Was it a good day today or no? Okay. No, the time change is only one time, bro. It's not every day or every week. It's just, it happens it's twice a year. That's all. I don't even remember. I think it's one is in October and then in November again, and that's it. You know. But yeah, yeah. Somebody was asking, and then there was a request came in today that if I can do a question answer because usually I do sometimes, but I forgot for quite a while. So that's a good idea. Yeah. So maybe tomorrow is my regular webinar, market analysis, but then maybe day after tomorrow we will do that question answer session. Totally question answer. So everybody can ask you whatever you need to ask. Don't even think that oh man, question is so dumb. This is a very small thing. Why should I ask? No, ask anything at all. Believe me, you don't have no idea that sometimes you think that it's very small, but that is the key. So anyway, so let's get on to it. That the question is that what do we do and how do we get the entry? Okay. Nowadays, what I'm doing is I'm trying to come more and more towards the Twitter. So at least I can just warn you that what is happening. The thing is that I cannot be exactly on time because I have to do so many things at the same time. Uh, Unlike you all, you have to only trade. If you choose, let's say, for example, only these two or three pairs which are my favorite, Euro Aussie, Pound Aussie, and Pound Yen, let's say, right? So you say, okay, I forget about everything else. Nothing moves. It moves in 50, 60, 70 pips. So who cares? You need to make some serious pip. And these three pairs, you're going to trade only these three pairs. That's all, right? So all you have to do is just concentrate on. And by the way, I sent the picture. If you guys didn't see it, this is on my Twitter. I used to make them all the time. You see, this is what it is. And it says flying kite, and it's not good focusing on your trade. So this is what happened. It was when I posted a long time. This is in like uh, 2012. When I didn't have any of these marketing thing. I was just sitting all alone and playing around. So everybody was asking me, can I have this indicator? Can I have this indicator? How you draw this dog and man. I said, there's nothing indicator here. No indicator involved here. This is just the MT4 tools on the sidebar that you have. All these tools. That's it. That's all I use to make this. So what you need to do is to focus on something. Just focus, but focus on what? Looking at the chart? No. You need to do the focusing on numbers. Okay, which most of the time I do most of the work, right? I give you you have everything already, like not 40-minute chart, but my regular weekly chart, monthly chart, and those are the major numbers, major numbers. So let's say, for example, we go and we start with GJ because this is what I always me my style that I like to give example which is real and current. Okay, not the from the book. So what happened or what is happening or what has happened just now, right? So yesterday, today, what I did and what happened. So it's gonna be like a live example, right? So for example, pound yen is one of them. I didn't know this is what's going to happen when I said yesterday, and in my last webinar yesterday or the day before yesterday, I forgot, man, that we're going to do a webinar today, right? Yeah. So that happens, and I'm going to show that one because this is the first weekly chart, right? This is a weekly chart I made a long time ago. Where'd the date go? Oh, yeah. Okay. So I don't know. I changed the date. Hey, Patrick, what's up? So it is like a harmonic pattern, right? I don't want to get involved in that harmonic pattern right now because in Elliott we have harmonic patterns. Those are completely different studies. But keep it simple, just like support and resistance. These numbers, right? And you know that where these days numbers only weekly and monthly highs and lows, and sometimes candles in between. I'll explain you in a little bit what I mean by that. Sometimes you need to focus on those two. For example, these candles here, right? So the high is here, the low is here, but sometimes the price regards one of these highs and lows as well. The inside candles, this one and this one. Between this high and this low, you have this candle, this candle, this candle, and each of these candles have a high and a low. Each of these candles are important because they represent the whole week. It's a weekly high and a weekly low. This candle represent that the high of the candle is the high of that particular week. 7 days, 5 days of trading. The highest point, it represents that, and the lowest point that week, it represents that. So this high and low of this particular candle is also important, but not as important as the high and the low. This is high, this is low, this is high. I have to mark some of these. But sometimes I don't mark those because they are not relative right now, because they're not relevant, because they're not close. So the numbers very close that you are playing with right now, usually you mark them. What is that? Yeah. I hope you all close the trade because I close everything. There was someone, I don't know, Sutton. Yeah, I was saying that he wants to just hold the trade until 48. But yeah, no, yeah, you can do it if you. He's pretty good in profit. He sent me the charts too. I don't know if he's here. I don't think he's here. But yeah, he's more than around like 200 pip in profit. So yeah, you can do that if you are in big profit. But my style is that every day, when the volume comes in, I have an entry, early entry, fine. Then I know that 150, 60, maybe 100, enough. 100 enough, and then you just close the trade and enjoy. Because if you have trade open, then half, well, not even half, 75, 80% of your mind will be in trading. So I like to have free time and forget about everything. So around 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, if I'm in profit, close the trades. Then go out there and do some other things. Enjoy your life. Enjoy with your family. That kind of thing. So this is my style. If you like to hold, then it's fine. But I close everything. Okay. So here, back to the topic. So pound yen, we're gonna look at it. So my take was that we are coming down, and remember, before the market open, I think I did the webinar on Sunday, right? I said that yen is getting strong, euro might gonna get weaker, euro yen will drop, and everything Monday opens up and everything was upside down. And I had finished making all those charts of those pairs, not the index, but the pairs. I had to redo everything again. That's why it was one day delayed because, remember the webinar I said they send me the emails and I'm going to start sending you. But everything was, table were turned. Yeah, euro start getting strong instead of getting weaker. I even tweeted that. That's what I'm saying, that we have to be very careful. You see this? Right there, I said that so far euro got stronger instead getting weaker as I was expecting. Also, EA have a nice long setup. See, everything changes, and then you have to pay attention to. There was another tweet that I did about GA and EA both. See here, I had EA and GA short, which are now closed. Currently, we are having EA and GA long setup, 40 minutes long setups. So that was on the Twitter already, right? Who asked me? I don't know if she's. I don't know about the entries. Okay, forget it. So yeah, in the beginning, if you are very very newbie, then you have to rely on my Twitter. So again, be connected, stay connected, and watch the Twitter. But that's not my goal. My goal is to make you, a trader completely independent of me or anybody else at all. Um, you should learn and be on your own. One day, become the master of this market. That's it. Stay with me, fine. Have fun. Get your charts on time. It's nothing. Subscription fee is just nothing compared to the amount of pipage you get, right? And you don't have to do all the work. I do it anyway. So this is in the Twitter, right? And then be careful Friday. Okay. So don't get fried. So hopefully none of you got fried. Then we have GU 40-minute long, right? So 40-minute long. Why not I just say 20-minute setups? Because it is very quick and you have to take those entries. So if I'm seeing one, now I get busy myself, watching it, focusing it, and trying to take the entry, putting the SL, this and that. So it's called managing the trade. So if I start going on Twitter or make the chart and send out, I'll make a mess out of my own trade. So the 40-minute is still much, and if it is getting ready and being set up or coming close to be set up, then I can ahead of time give you and then go on and do my own things, whatever I'm doing, right? So this is how it is. This is why I said, okay, 40-minute. Another, the pound yen. Okay, you see this so far. Okay, euro got stronger, so I gave you a head up on that one, right? Now here, GA is bouncing too. I, gave that too, right? And GJ. Okay, so now we're gonna concentrate on that. So look at this. If you have not seen this, okay, this is the Twitter. After going above 140, why 140? I'll explain it to you. GA is dropping to test it again, and now is at 140.36. So it went up and it's coming back. This is the phenomena that I explained to you, that the price always does that. Okay, big numbers, important levels, the price will break either high or low, upside or downside, then it will come back. Okay, if it's a resistance, then it will go above it and then drop and bounce like a spring from that number. Okay, and if it's the bottom, the support, it break the support, then it will go down, it will come back and make the short setup at the level. Okay, big numbers, big levels, they always give you solid trades. So this is, I knew that that's going to happen. That's why I said it. So it was 36 pips away from 140. And I said may bounce from 140 to go back to 148. 140 is the key number. Right? So it was at 140.36, but it was coming. It might take 1 hour, only 5 minutes, maybe 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour, depending on what time of the day. If it's not the volume time, sometimes it takes, 25 pip takes 2-3 hours, right, to travel the distance. And sometimes when it's a high volume and if the news is something, it takes just, less than a few seconds to cover that 50 pip. So, but this is how, that if you can understand the whole thing, then you can anticipate a setup being made. And I made a video a few days ago. I think that was a GJ as well, right? That I said, okay, I'll make the video and I'm waiting for this setup. And step by step, I made the video that, okay, now the setup is done and I'm waiting for the entry. Then I found the entry, I made the entry, and then I made that video in parts and then put them together to make one big video, start to finish, that how I waited for the setup. The setup was built, and then I found the entry, I made the entry, then I managed the trade all the way, then I, range trader, how far I have to go, what is the target, and then once the target hit for more than 100 pip, I close the trade, and it's all in one video. That is a step by step. Okay. But now the key is, some of them some of you may not understand, or that what are the key factors in there. And these two lines are giving you that key. The key is the horizontal numbers, horizontal lines, if you draw on your 40-minute chart and watch them very closely, focus on them, you will find amazing trades. Okay, I'm going to show you now. Not in one pair, several pairs. Okay, hold on just a minute. Let me read the questions. Okay, Elliot, asking me, do you have to, trade in Frankie and London to get the setup? Okay, so Elliot, let me explain you that this is the market. Okay, market controls everything itself. We don't control anything at all, right? Now, price moves because of the fundies, right? Yeah, okay, John, that video, yes, I sent. If there is an email I gave you, which in that email you have 4 videos, and then the fifth one is the what I'm talking about. Then whole start to finish the trade. That how I set up. I waited for the setup and then took the trade and managed it. Okay, so you might have it if you join. I don't know if you don't have that, then send me an email and I'll send you those videos. First 4 videos is start to finish, that how to set up the charts and how to draw the numbers and how to set up 20-minute chart, 40-minute chart, and everything. And then you watch the other video as well, that you will understand. Plus this one, what I'm explaining to you now. So I'll go back to Elliot. That the thing is, Elliot, that this market, for some reason, it may not give you a single setup for days. What are you going to do? Everything is ranging. Well, something big is going to happen, but it's not happening out there. So there's nothing we can do. That's why I made the alarm. If you have the alarm, you got the alarm, put it on. Do your work. Do whatever you're doing. When the alarm beeps, the counter trades you're not going to get. The alarm's not going to beep in counter trends, trades. Okay, but by the book trades, yeah, the alarm will beep. And you get quite a few, anyway, of those, right? My beeper is always, yes, it's still beeping right now. I don't know for what, but it's beeping. Some kind of setup is building, I guess. Let me see what it is. It says USD yen 40-minute short is set up already. Yeah, right? So, yeah, that's the beeping. And something else, right? So it's always giving you some good setups. Hold on just a minute. As my kid is out there, so let me just see if he's calling me. Okay. All right. So setup is something that we must wait for it to come to us. We cannot choose that. Okay, I'll just trade the New Year session. So in the New Year session, if the move already. Okay, let me explain you something else. You have 3 sessions, right? Asian session, then London session, and then US session. Frankie and London starts from 1 hour apart, so that's the same thing. The European session, Asian session, right? Now, what happened is that 2 sessions, 1 or 2 sessions, for example, Asian session is very quiet, but the London session will come and pull the move. Okay, they will make the move. The price will go 100 pip or 150 pip or whatever. And then the US session will come, most likely they will retrace. Okay. Or if the London is quiet because of some big news out of the US in the morning, 8:30, right? Then the London will also stay quiet, nothing moves in there, and then the US will pull the trade, pull the moves. Okay. So one of these session, depending on where the news are scheduled. Okay, most of the time, in both sessions, you will have it. For example, from UK news, 4:30 in the morning, my time, Eastern time. 4:30 Euro news around 2 o'clock, 2:30, right? Comes in sometimes 6 o'clock as well, and then 8:30, 9, 10 o'clock USA news. Usually 8:30, a lot of them, right? So it's like a mixed bag. So London and US session both. But like I said, that if you can only afford to trade only New York session, I'm not saying that you're never going to get a trade, but you will miss the one that happens in London session. Okay, yesterday the move starts London session, right? Even though USA people came in and they pull it up, right? So that's what happens. Either if it's like the momentum or the news is big or some reason, they both pull in the same direction. Otherwise, one goes up, the other will retrace. I'm talking about the session. The London session will, take the market to the upside, a move, impulse move, and then US session will come, and then later on, and the late USA session, you will start retracing. Or if both pull to the upside, then the Asian session will definitely retrace. So this is the game that happens all the time, every day. Right? You make a move and then you have to retrace. Simple as that. All right. Let me read some more questions. Hold on. Ben, I don't know, but I think it's equal. Basically, Ben is asking how many in trades in London session and how many New York. But I would say the London session are more. Yeah, I never. But maybe I would say 70% are in London session, Frankie in London session. Okay. I love to have entry in London session, so that the London session, then like today, what happened? London and then USA came and pull it even more further, right? So you have a very good chance going all the way up. You Euro Aussie 160 pip trade. Nice, huh? So that's what happened when the momentum is high. You get in early in the first session, London session, then the US will also take it to the. Now we're probably gonna retrace or not, I don't know, but it doesn't look like, right? Pound yen is like, especially just standing there, still not moving. Anyway, so okay, that okay, John, I already answered that. No, Glenn. Glenn is asking that this is what I'm going to tell you today. Okay, that these numbers, I said it in the beginning when I started, that these numbers, the 40-minute chart, the purpose of the 40-minute chart and those horizontal lines, the number lines, is the key. Okay, if you pay attention to this tweet, that after going above 140 and then again at the end it says 140 is the key number. In the problem is that in the middle, yes, you can get in. First of all, it's not a setup, that's a continuation of a move, so you have to just blindly get in in the flowing water, let's say. The move starts from these numbers. Okay, move starts, make the turns, like here, what happened? Price went up and dropping. So if it's dropping, then why I said they'll go long? It's dropping, right? But numbers dropping and this, the price dropping just to get a bounce from this number. You understand? So if it's dropping and you get in short, what will happen? You get burned because it's going to bounce. So if you know what these numbers are and what it is and what they do, that's the key. Now, Glenn, if you remember that you got this my templates, right? And you uploaded them. What was my chart telling you that the pound yen would do what? Go down or up? I gave you guys this chart. This was, I remember, this is a part of my templates yesterday I sent out, right? So obviously it was supposedly going to the upside to this number, going up, this one. And then I think the monthly chart also showing that we're gonna go up, even though before I said we're gonna go down, but here, okay, this is my monthly chart, that from these two lows we will go back up in 48, and I think personally maybe we will go beyond 48. Okay, but not in a straight line. Right now we went pretty high, so we might do a retracement 50% or 60%. God knows, maybe not. But 90% chances that we're gonna do the retracement and then continue, right? So you get this big charts like monthly and weekly, and you know that the direction is to the upside. Okay, so we're gonna look for up trades, but not necessarily. Sometimes things change. Sunday it was down, Monday it was up, right? Even I told you that it's gonna go down. I have the chart to show you. It was pointing here to the downside. But what happened on the French election and the euro strength changes everything. Okay, one currency moves to up and down, and then it has an effect of almost everything else. And when I saw that the yen index and the way, and by the way, yen was going close to the 23% line, so it was already like a little bit down and then up kind of thing, even before the election thing. I was just waiting for the right time to make the turn to the upside. Means yen supposedly get weaker in coming days, in few days, but it happened, Monday. That's good. Without going and touching this 23% line. Usually it goes and touches it. So that's why I said that maybe a little bit more, maybe Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, yen will continue get strong. We will go down first and then make the turn to the upside. But election thing, if the result came and whatever, the turn was made without touching the 23% line. I'm talking about the yen index. So things changes without notice sometimes, right? You have to be vigilant. You have to be very, very, careful and ready to make the changes, adjustment. A lot of people get burned just because that they make up their mind that no, man, this thing's supposed to go down no matter what. I'm gonna go short. Yeah, you can do that, but what will happen? You know what I'm saying? So if you need to train yourself that on a blink of an eye, just to seconds notice, you have to close your short, open and long immediately. If there is a news or something, just like the tweet is there, right? I had it. I just showed you. Oh, here, see, I had EA and GA shorts, which are now closed. Now, currently, why did I close them? Because we have a long setup now. Okay, so you can play both sides, but need to be very, very expert and careful. You need to make the changes. Okay, the news comes in at the opposite direction, immediately change your stance, or just don't trade. Wait and see what happens. Okay, so this is all right. So okay, yeah, Steve is asking that if I place the alarm on 40 and 20, both charts I place, both charts, definitely. And by the way, the key chart is the 40-minute chart. 40-minute chart setups are, but to me, it's like solid gold. I'll show you. Hold on, a little bit. All of them. It's like EA. Look at this one. See this one, and this is not the first one. Even though you see the line before, you see this one here. You see this one. The first I had this one, which it went up there, and then retraces, and then went up. So a big. See this one. So I had this one exactly to the tip of this line. So 44. This is how the numbers are powerful. See, bouncing from a number, going to a number, particular number. So, and then in between, why not stopping at this number? Anybody can give me an answer. Let me see. Oh, man, I moved this thing. There's a lot of questions. Hold on this one. Okay. So, Glenn, you understand what I'm saying? These numbers are very, very important. You will be much, much safer. See, if you're taking the trades here, then you're getting burned. Okay, because the time, you don't know what the time is. Should you take it or not? Is it our trading time or not? And there is no number, nothing, no line. So it's very dangerous. But if you pay attention to these lines and then you see that it's making a turn, or it may bounce, and it is, if it is bouncing in your direction, because if the direction is up on Euro Aussie, then you see that the angle of these waves, this magic wave, is to the upside. So the trend is to the upside, right? It's high, it's long, and then when the price dropping, then let it drop, because that is a retracement. And our analysis is also that it's going to go up. Then you only wait for the long side, just like I tweeted that it went up, pound yen I'm talking about, it went up above 140, coming down to test it. I didn't go short there. I said wait until it comes back to 140, and when it gives you the setup, and do it. Similarly here, it came down, and I think this is where I was short, which I tweeted that I'm short, but now I closed the EA and GA because it was a long setup, which we had, yesterday and today played out. So this one, see, this is came down here, and then again I says may bounce again from here also. Glenn, watch this. Again, the numbers. What are these numbers? 4307, 4332. 4332. In between, there is a monthly number. Above 4332 is 4340. It's above that. So, same 32 or 40 is not big deal. But in between 4317, if you go on a 20-minute chart and see that it bounces exactly from 4317. Okay. Or you can say that between these two numbers which I mentioned. This is the beauty of it. And there was a TL, this horizontal line, all of that. But the problem is that when I'm doing all of this, it's just that too much for me to, send out the charts and everything. That's why I just tweet that, watch that number, simple as that. So these numbers are very, very important. And just give me a minute, I'll show you and tell you where to get these numbers and how to draw. Okay, alarm thing question? Yeah, I answered already, right? Yeah, always have the alarm on the 40-minute also. You see, on this one, I have my EA, which takes the trade. But you see the SAM's magic IB system. This one it's not the alarm. This is the alarm version, but it's a EA that takes the trade as well. But on the other one, I have other computers. The alarms are going on right now. Right now, here it's going off. I just told you the USD yen 40-minute is beeping here. So it is making a 40-minute short setup. It went up, right? I don't know if you can hear it up. See, it's going crazy. This is the alarm on the other computer, so I just shut it down. And then there is another one of the, I have like 6-7 pairs in each computer, different screens. Because if you open too many charts, then, and too many EA on one broker, it will slow your MT4 down. So, maybe 4 or 5 on one computer or one screen, and that's it. So you need more if you want to cover. I have to cover all the pairs, so I can tweet. And if you're trading only 2 or 3 pairs, then you don't need more computers. Anyway. Okay, Bella, I don't understand. You say, but a K, lot of times, always pull back a lot. What does that mean? I'm confused. Oh, in the New York. Okay, you're talking about in the New York. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The major, see, the London is the hub of Forex. So usually if there is a big news or the previous day something happens or something happened in Asia, London guys will come and pull the trigger. Okay, they will do it. And once the big move is done in London, then the New York has no chance or no choice than just to retrace, because normally if a pair has a 200 pip range, what will happen is that London will probably pull 150 already. So the New York guys comes in and they'll go up 50 more, and then poof, they'll drop. They start retracing. That's what happens. Okay, so one session usually pulls and the other one pull it back. Okay, like the one is running away and the other one is pulling the legs, something like that. No, no, no. That's the John. That's the key. I watch, as I mentioned this so many times before, that I do it. I give you all of that because I don't know which guy. There are people that no matter what they love and they will only trade pound USD, even if it is not moving, ranging badly, dangerous. But they have some obsession with that. Some have obsession with the Euro USD. The Euro USD people trade most. In the world, the most traded pair is the Euro USD. I had my EA opened a very nice long for good amount of pippage, and I couldn't save the chart because it set the target as well, and it hit the target. So probably like 60-70 pip, nice Euro USD trade. But that's regardless of what because I personally don't trade much that pair. That. But I have to do the analysis and I have to watch so that I can give it to other people. My subscribers. Some like just today, somebody was asking U.S. Canada. I didn't even involve that U.S. CAD in my templates, right? Because that's very confusing and it's just random moves and which makes no sense. It moves, but without making any sense, so it's dangerous. And why bother with something that is confusing? Just trade the one that you really know that they always move in a rhythm, in a certain direction, and it has a certain style which is easy to understand. And then they move a lot, so that even if they move halfway and then you get an entry, you can still make 60, 70, 80, 100 pip. There's a lot of pairs, they move only 50, 60 pip a day. So why bother, trading those pairs? So yeah, I will give you my favorite pairs are Euro USD, Pound USD, and Pound Yen. Okay. Besides that, you can go and trade in Asian session. If you like to trade in Asia, the Aussie Yen, New Zealand Yen, they will, these are, Asian currency and they move in Asian session. Okay. And besides that, you have, Pound USD, Euro USD. When they are moving, they're moving good. Okay. And that's about it. I wouldn't trade any other pair at all. You see my life, whatever I show mostly, those. I had an Aussie Yen also opened by my EA. That's why I didn't show it because it wasn't me, So I can show you now. Maybe I can, if I have it. You see this one? I didn't even post it, but it is a trade, right? And this. See, when you see the arrow, that arrow is not me. You see that arrow here? That was EA opening the trade. Okay, that's how it is. The first entry got knocked out. The second entry got won. See, that's what I'm saying. I learned this that even if you make manual entry and if your SL hit for 25 pip, don't be discouraged because it happens. Like this one, it went up, it came down, and then went up. It doesn't happen. So even if your SL hit, fine, wait for the next entry, but in the same direction. Doesn't go, don't go on the other direction. That oh man, long got screwed up, so let's go short now. No, because if the analysis is that it's going to go up or higher, then it will continue going to the upside. It's just that it makes a dip and gets you out. Fine, get in again. Okay, and with the proper. But see, to avoid that mistake is to watch focus on these numbers, because if you just catch it exactly at the number, the move, 99% it will go in your favor. Okay. Okay. Let me read some more questions here. USD yen. See, the problem is that I didn't. Hold on a minute. Hold on, guys, just a minute, huh? Yeah. By the way, UJ, I gave you the template that's gonna go up also, right? Okay, we bounce from what? Oh, what did I do? Oh, man, got scared. All right, on my chart, brother, here I see 108.98 and 108.20. These two lines, that's where it went up from. Okay, let's find out where it is because I don't have it written here. That's what I do. All right, so let's find out. Let's clear that up. 108.98 or 109. All right, so let's go take a look at the weekly first. This is the chart I gave you yesterday, bro. And this is the number right there. And you're saying that there was no number? Was up? It bounced exactly from the number. And not only exactly from the number, the exact calculation from this butterfly pattern. Okay, Glenn, let me ask you this. Did you get this one? Do you have this chart? Did you download the templates already or no? Okay, so do you see this number there? 108.97. This is on the 20-minute chart. Okay, so you see on my, again, I'm 40-minute. Let's go here. You see? This is 108.97. And this is 108.20. What is 108.20? Let me go take a look. Oh, come on. Okay, it's not 108.20. Maybe here, you gotta find out when it 108.97 is this low. You see that? Or 108.21 right here. I'm telling you, you just have to learn and just have to practice a little bit. Okay? These moves doesn't happen without the number. Numbers must be there. You have to. This is the pattern. This is the chart I gave you. Okay, you have it, right? I said we're gonna drop if for some reason USD gets very weak, then we may drop. But if USD doesn't do anything or may get strong, and yen was showing some sign that so we will go up. Then this is the upside target, weekly chart target. This is a monthly chart, but weekly chart, harmonic pattern, everything is right there. No. That's what I'm saying. Okay, entry, for example, if that happens and I'm sleeping, when I wake up and I see that, yes, it bounced from it's supposed, where it's supposed to bounce, and then it's going to go all the way for the rest of the day. So even if you make an entry, a few bars, a lot of times that happens, I write down that late entry. Late entry because I wasn't there, but I see that the place that you're supposed to have an entry, the entry is there, right? So even if you're, late a little bit, jump on it because the entry is there. It's gonna go. Okay. So USDN. Okay. Right. So here, see, this is the entry. It is bouncing, but again, it bounces and it gives you several. For example, let me go. Remove that. No. Where the pound yen? Okay, pound yen, for example, right here. If for a day, this supposedly this is the area that is supposed to bounce, and you 136.42. That's a very good number, right? So it bounced from here. Then you have this entry. Then you have this, not this entry, but all the way this move happened, and then you have this entry. The when the move starts, when you have an entry early in a London session, remember this indicator that I give you. For example, I'm gonna post that indicator here. Okay, there you go. There. What it does is give you a daily range. Okay, everybody needs to understand this. It's very important that if you have this indicator, sometimes you have the variation, but most of the time it gives you an idea that how much it is going to do, right? For example, it says every 60-day range 114. So you know that this pair, when the move starts, it will move around this much, right? But then previous day was 134, so it was a little bit more. So far today we have already moved 253 pips. Okay, a lot more than that. But the idea is that those 134, 114 are low for this pair. Usually it moves every day 200, 250 pips. It's not a big deal for this pair, right? So once the day, like London session starting, and then you have, retracement on the Asian session, quiet time, and then all of a sudden, like I was waiting for that 140 bounce, right? So then the price comes and it bounces, and then it start giving you entries. So even if you bounce from there, 140, you're going up and you find another entry, that's also another entry. You can even add into that. This was an entry here. This move is happening for the day. It will go all the way up. This is some number again. What is the number? This one, 140? Yeah, 140. See, it bounced from 136 straight to 140. But it gave you this entry. Then it bounced a little bit, dropped from there, then gave you this entry. So you can take all of these entries, not only that entry, but I'm talking about when the day is over. Like now, the day is over. Now what do? What we will wait for retracement and see where it is coming just before the London session. Okay, it will retrace and we will see that where it is coming, possibly with the help of Fibonacci, that what is possible number that it will come. For example, if I go and then draw this TL, right, or maybe I'll say, okay, connecting this and this, right? So what it did here, it might do the same thing again, right? This is the TL there, right? So it's almost, about to hit that TL. So, and extension, remember the extension, 127 and 1.618. So do you know how to get the extension, Glenn? How to use the retracement? I'm trying to, cover everything in 1 hour time, which is very hard, but, see, you use from top to bottom, and then you get the extension, either 127 or 1.618. So what do you see here? Nothing is out of the blue. Nothing is chaotic here. You see exactly the TL and the 1.618 is coming. It's going to turn from there. It's going to start retracing from there. I'm telling you. Okay? That will happen. So this is how you judge that, how far it is going. If it is going, fine. You keep taking entries. You see this little wick here? This is a 20-minute entry. It didn't give you many entries here. from 20 minutes. But something like that on 40 minutes, then you have to be ready, and as soon as the move starts, you get in. And then if you don't get in early, maybe you're sleeping, maybe you're not there, maybe you're going somewhere else, then you can just simply wait and then see if you can get in again. You get another chance to get in. Okay, this is how step by step you can get. Okay. Hold on just a minute. Okay, Nadim, you're not watching the videos, bro. You're asking me that what 20 minutes. You see that there is an indicator. There is an indicator to build these Renko charts. You have to open 1 minute chart. Then you have to put watch the videos which I gave you with the system, and then set up the charts accordingly. Those 4 videos, step by step. Watch them. 40 minutes. These are different candles. These are different charts. Your MT4 doesn't have them. We build those charts. You have to open 1 minute chart. Okay. If you don't watch the videos, well, you're not gonna get it. I'm telling you, plain, for simple. You must watch the videos, and I even cannot explain in this little time, how to do it. I'm gonna have to do it again in the whole webinar. You must watch the videos that comes with the package. Watch the videos and then follow step by step. Then open 1 minute chart, put the indicator there, and then that indicator gives you a message that open 40 minute and 20 minute offline charts. They are offline, but they are live charts. So, and then, these candles will open up. Okay. That's how you do it. All right. Okay, now. Right, yeah. Most of the time that happens because London is the one that, it pulls. Okay, Ben, I'm asking, okay. Yes, Ben, 100% correct. That's what I'm telling you that, it looks very easy, but without the setup, without the system, the chances of getting burned are very high. And that's why it's 90%, 95% people lose money. Why? Because they make an entry in a wrong place. Even if it's a very high, powerful move, it's going up and you make an entry, it was a time to drop 50, 60 pip. If you have a standard lot, you are down $500, and people get scared and then they close, only to find out that it makes the turn and then go up again. Then it makes you crazy. Why not just wait? Wait. Simple thing is wait, be patient. It will give you again and again. You see these things again and again. You have an entry here, you have an entry here, you have here, you have here, you have here, and then it will give you again one more entry. Watch. It's not gonna go in a straight line. No, it will drop. And it'll give you another entry. Even if it goes how far? Maybe 100 pip more. Then again, it's gonna drop. Okay. So once it gives you an entry in a short trend, for example, if it is dropping, it will go up and give you an entry. It's that this chart's not going move. You see, it's dropping. Here is an entry, right? Forget about this one. Here is an entry. My chart froze, man. Why? Okay, this one working, so I'll work with that. The other broker. I have too many things open. Maybe that's why, I don't know. Okay, start working again. Um, so that's what I'm saying. Okay. Yeah. So having a system. So this is, and remember the last Thursday or Friday, or maybe early in the big, at this the same situation that was there for pound Aussie and pound yen, uh, not pound yen, pound Aussie and euro Aussie. Remember those two setups exactly at the horizontal area, and then it went up 400. Pound Aussie went up 400 pip. Let me show it to you if I can get to that chart. Okay, this one is better. I'm gonna open pound Aussie here and show it to you. So you see, I don't know, Glenn. So you see now that the levels are there and perfect. Setup was there, and you should have taken it blindly because the weekly setup, the harmonic pattern I gave you, it was set solidly over there, right? Now here the same situation here, and the chart I want to the setup was this one. Remember? And I said that we got a bounce from here, and we did. And then it gave you another 40-minute. This is a 40-minute chart, so it gives you 40-minute setups too. And then in between, when you see this little wobble, this is a 20-minute. This is a 20-minute entry, and then it keeps going. And when you have the setup building, for example, the price is dropping, and then you see the indicator down there, then you immediately go on a 20-minute chart and look for the blue candles when they start. When they start, you get it. Even if you don't have a indicator all the way to the downside. Well, usually it does. Otherwise, you wouldn't have a blue candle. But the red candles, yeah, you drop and then immediately, blue candle starts and you get in. Simple as that. So the numbers are very important. And I got off the track because today I was thinking about doing a question answer session later, but today become a question answer session. But that's okay. I wanted to do it step by step from the monthly and weekly chart, but that's okay. We'll do it again, no problem. And then I'll put more weight to the other side. But yeah, questions need to be answered. So it's okay. I can see now. Okay, explanation. Okay. Okay. Now I've got to jump on the trade. Like, yes, on the mouse. Yeah, you have to be, sitting in ambush, man. Load your gun, just sit quietly, and then see. I both of these trades. Uh, this one went for how much? 160 pip. I closed. It was here when I said that it is gonna bounce from these numbers, right? I gave you the numbers. Yeah. No, not here. Yeah. No, not here. All of a sudden, I feel like I'm having cold. See here. So I was expecting a bounce. So this is how it is. When you have a big move to the upside and then red candle starts, they're coming to give you a trade. They're coming to give you a setup. Okay, don't go shorting it. Wait in ambush because you know that this pair is gonna go up. It's supposed to go up. So this is just a retracement, and it is making the setup. We know that it's making setup. A lot of people, unfortunately, they don't, and they just go short, and they're short, and then they don't use the SL, and very happy that they are, 50 pip, 60 pip in profit, and all of a sudden, boom, it goes against them. That happens. So these analysis, these numbers always quickly. I'm gonna show you that get your monthly chart. This is monthly chart. Pound Aussie monthly. See, this is the setup I gave you yesterday, right? And by the way, yesterday, in fact, today I start sending out. Yeah, yesterday I don't remember now. But I'm late one day, right? Why? Because everything changed. Um, Sunday I did it, and then like Euro USD is supposed to go down Sunday, but Monday I turned my chart around that now no, it's not gonna go down because Euro is gonna get strong. We start getting strong, and I sense it, and I said, "Well, it's going up because Euro is getting strong, and USD as it is was getting weak for uh, weeks and months, right?" So I had to redo all the charts again. USD yen was supposed to go down, but all of a sudden I had to, see, similarly, pound yen supposed to go down, but you it went up because the pound was getting strong. By the way, quickly, I'm going to show you a lot of, you see this one? I made these 40-minute charts just to show it later on. They're so obvious. You could do the same. You see this, how nicely it is? This is a Euro index, right? Sorry. I don't know, allergy or something. So see this beautiful setup here. Then it went up. Exact number 2048. It dropped back to this number. Big important number. 1825. You have a nice entry again. Then it went up to this high, this number again, and dip a little bit. Excuse me. But it wasn't budging, and the indicator was all the way down. Again, one very important thing, everyone, that the good setup is that when the indicator is all the way down, making the lower low or the similar low, but the price is not making the lower low. We call it divergence, right? So indicator came all the way down, but this price stays up in the wave, in the direction, and then you all of a sudden you see a blue candle. That is the sign that it's a very solid setup and it's gonna go. Similarly here, the price hardly came down, but the indicator came too much to the downside, and then I said, well, it's not budging to the downside. And euro, after the election thingy, was solid sign that it's gonna get strong. So what happened to this chart? Uh, this happened. This happened. I said my point was towards 2179. It went exactly towards 2179. Maybe more. I don't know. Excuse me. Okay. This one, Euro Aussie. You already saw. This one is yen. This is okay. GA. Yeah. Let's see. From here, the entry goes there. Okay. And what is this? This is again pound index. Let me see. Here, see that? I made this 40-minute chart that's gonna go up. Next day, you see this. They are very, very easy to pinpoint that, after this big move here, this is a very, shallow retracement back in the wave. This is there, and add the number and a proper time give you the setup. Proper time means the volume time comes. Now, for example, right now, there's no setup. Even if you have a setup, the price not gonna move because this is dead time. Don't try to make an entry there. So this is what around Frankie Open and London Open. You need to get ready. Look at the pairs, whatever you want to trade. Let's say pound Aussie, Euro Aussie. Start looking at it where we are now. The trend. Sam gave me the chart. It says that it's gonna go up. For example, here, the TP is 65, way above, right? So pound is continue gonna get strong. If it is continue gonna get strong, then pound USD, pound Aussie, pound yen will go up. So why don't even think about going short. Think about going up. So once you think like that, then you go and say, okay, let me go see if I can find pound Aussie 40-minute chart, 20-minute chart, long setup. So you see this, that it already happened. And it is not finished, by the way. Finish is that, if it is making a higher high, just like Euro Aussie or pound yen right now doing is 1.618, touching 1.618 to the upside, right? Here, this is like extended already. Target is reached, make the higher high. good chance of retracement from now, right? But over there, it's not done yet. It's not, or maybe it's not going to go at all. You never know. Okay, so it is very important. I wanted to do a systematic, presentation of making entry, but that never happened. Had to answer all the questions, so, but I'll do it tomorrow. The regular market analysis we'll do, and then day after tomorrow again I'll do how to make an entry. But at least I explained half of the thing, right? But the other half, exactly like, for example, here, basically there's nothing much. If you draw these numbers properly, which I already did for you, all you have to do is a 40-minute chart, 20-minute chart. That's the homework that you need to do. That's all. The weekly, monthly charts, you already have them. I gave it to you. See if this is pound Aussie. If I'm showing from here to there, it's a big long distance, right? So every day on a 40-minute chart, we have to find a long setup. Let it retrace and then find a long setup. Let it retrace, find a long setup. So it is going here. It just may break because it hasn't made the higher high yet. Okay, maybe. See, this is a big move. So this could be A, B, and then C for another retracement. We come to the downside only if there is a bad news about pound or very good news for Aussie dollar. Okay, and then you have to judge these individual indexes. For example, Aussie. If we want to see the Aussie, let me show you what Aussie. If I have it here. This is pound. I think oh man. Okay, probably made this one. Okay, so I said it's gonna drop from here to TP is 49.50. We are at what, 52? No, 50. Yeah, 50, 53.20. So 49.50 is the target, and we are almost like halfway already. I don't have that chart final, but yeah, it did drop already. Okay, so it is dropping. So if it is dropping, but it's here, but to me, for example, here it did. From here it went extended, right? And then from here I said it's gonna go up. It did. Let's say, yeah. Okay, look. Once we hit this area, 100% FE, 100%. These are the things. These are the areas. These are the numbers. Look, this number here, 52.38. And I said, from now, first, myself, I said it's going to go down, right? So it did. Right? From here, 52.38, I pointed. It came down there. Then that number didn't tell me that I'm going to push the price up, right? How do I know? They hit the target. That was the target. And I knew that this is also an extension. If you measure from here to here, this is 127, I think. Okay? And FE 100%. So all these numbers and this 52.38, then you have to have a reaction. We'll go back to the TL. And I made the chart that it will go back to the TL. And it did. Then it's very close, right? So I anticipate that either from right here, because it's a 20-minute setup, short setup, or it will go to the TL and then drop. So I made the chart from here, and the other point of my pointer is touching the TL, right? So in that area, I said it's gonna drop again to first this line below 52.38. This time we're gonna break it, go down, and the target is 49.50, eventual target. Okay, so it came down so far around this number, maybe this low here. So with this weakness, it's not finished yet, right? So pound euro, pound Aussie, and euro Aussie still have a chance to go up, but they might retrace a little bit now this evening, and then maybe London session will continue. So it's still long side again. Rinse, repeat. Every day they have the range, 200, 250 pip, easy traveling. And once the move is start to the upside, make an entry. If you are positive 20, 30 pip, don't close the trade, please. Don't get scared. Okay, be strong. Don't look at it. The thing is that the best thing to do is if you are in profit 25, 30 pip, sit on a break even, get out of there, that room. Go do something else. Watch TV, do whatever. Okay, start drinking or whatever. And then come back later, in 6, 8 hours later, and see what happens. Okay, just like today, pound yen. If you just open a trade and then you forget about it, and then you have almost the damn thing went up like what, from 140 to almost 142 something, 142.50. That's 250 pip. Hmm? My entry was way above the 140. I didn't make an entry exactly at 140, but it still came out decent amount of it. So this is what I'm talking about. That when the time comes, Frankie Open, London Open, and do the homework ahead of time. Draw your charts. Which pair you want to trade? Euro, Aussie, pound, yen. Okay. Open those charts weekly, monthly. Keep in front of you. Print those charts and post on the wall weekly and monthly. That which direction they're supposed to go. Otherwise, you will forget. Okay. Post them on the wall, and then 40-minute chart and 20-minute chart, keep it always in front of you. Just watch those numbers, these moves, draw these lines. You see this connecting these two highs, price came exactly touching and then dropping from there, and this indicators all the way out. Buy the book, solid setup. And with the help of this, the Aussie is going to get weaker. You can go blindly, you can go long and Euro Aussie, pound Aussie. You can go short, Aussie USD, Aussie yen. So many chances. We just have a proper setup on one of these indexes. Either it is Aussie or yen, or maybe pound or euro or USD. You got 5 currency pairs, and each currency have more than 5 pairs, right? So if you can catch one good setup in one currency, you have a now situation where you can literally pick and choose the best trade out of 5, 6, 7. Yen, they're like 8 or 9 yen pairs, right? So if you know that yen is on the move, just like I said yesterday, that okay, yen is gonna get weaker, and all the yen pairs gonna go up. They did. What's the rocket science here? You just have to pick and choose. Since pound was getting strong as well because of what Theresa May has done last week, and yen started to get weaker, we had a very good chance of pound yen flying. So we jump on pound yen, and it did. USD, my USD yen did good, and so Aussie yen as well. So they all went up there. Okay. This is how, but these numbers, weekly numbers, don't forget this. This 40-minute chart is the key. Again, if possible, if I get the chance, if I don't get tired, I'm going to make these 40-minute charts. I don't want to promise because last time I said and I didn't do it. I got really tired, really busy. But at least maybe major pairs, like these 4 or 5. I'll draw these horizontal lines and then make the template 40-minute, 4 or 5 pairs, and then some indexes maybe, and then I'll send out tonight. Okay, all the emails that I already have from you guys, so I'll send out. All right, the GJ trade. Just misused the yen because I wasn't aware of the numerous entries after the key line. Okay, so you did good, Glenn. Anyway, okay, Shane, you got the GJ. Very good. Good job. Brandy. Yeah. No, yeah. No, it's okay for other people, but I just don't drink at all, man. It's not for you. I'm kind of a religious person, and in any, to me, it's almost any religion. I'm a very very thorough reader of Bible as well, the Quran, the Bible, and both books says no drinking. So I stay away. You can do whatever. So too many things to do in the world, but I don't want. I just don't want to mess around with God. Okay. So if you said no, I say okay, boss. So no drinking for me. I used to smoke a lot, but I realized that that's bad too, and it's not good. So 8 years ago, I just quit cold turkey, man. Around 25, 30 pip, Steve. Around 25 pip, 20, 25 pip. Just basically, you see. Let me show it to you. That's the good thing about these charts and these that for example, let me show the USD yen. Okay, here. Okay, for example, this is taken by my EA, basically this entry, right? Like, but look here. The key is that this indicator is all the way down. For example, here, okay, this indicator is all the way down, right? As soon as the first candle, let me make the bigger. Okay, here, see this first candle. Remember, the reversal candle going up is white, coming down is black. The reversal is black candle, right? And then this one is white candle going up. So the trend was up, all right. So when it gives you the first white candle, indicator turning to the upside, then you have a blue candle, you open a trade. When it goes up a little bit, 20 pips, you go sit on the break even. It comes down, take you out, thank you very much, no hard feeling. Then it gives you another one here, right? So you set up. I would wait for like a second blue candle, but it didn't happen. So, don't open the trade here. This was opened by the EA. Don't worry about it. That's why I don't give this EA out. People don't understand. Everybody wants it. Give it, but it's a very trick to handle it. If I make it perfect one day, then maybe I'll give it to. Otherwise, I don't want anybody to get burned because of me. This one, so wait for the second blue candle, and if not, for the safe side. So immediately it drop. But here, reversal candle, the first blue candle, the second blue candle, open it up. Now let me explain you one thing. This first a reversal candle is 20 pip. It made of 20 pip. Always. Okay, from the top or the bottom. That represent 20 pips. But the second blue candle and the third blue candle, they are 3 pips apart. So don't think that you'll wait one more blue candle and there's, oh my God, there's 20 more pips. It's wasted. No. The first reversal candle is 20 pip. The first blue candle makes it 23 pip. The second blue candle makes it only 26 pips. Right? So the pair like pound yen, if you wait for a proper setup, you miss 20 pip, 25, 30 pip. You have an entry. A pair that moves more than 200 pip, it travels more than 200 pips a day. If you miss 30 pip, who cares? Just wait for the setup. And once you have this setup, as soon as you have the setup, you place the SL right behind this candle. So this is 20 pip, and this is 3 pip, and this is 3 pip. So 26 pip you have at risk. Always, nothing changes. If you have late entry, maybe you catch an entry here, then it's a different story. But you know that the move is powerfully started. So, just make an entry and then try to get in as quick as possible. But Most of the time you will find that it is very safe and you don't need to, your SL doesn't hit. For example, here, reversal candle, blue candle, gone with the wind. Okay. Now here you can see if you, even here, right? If you made an entry here and you have put SL here, if it goes 20 pip, you go and consider break even, it will come and take you out. But then you get in here again. That's why I said always have the SL. If you don't, then you can get burned big time. Hitting the SL 2 times, 3 times doesn't mean anything, But once you get a right entry, it takes you more than 100 pips. You cover everything. Like here, if you get burned one of these entry, I don't know the indicator. No, the indicator wasn't high. So this was the right entry, and then yeah, okay. This is the right entry, and then that never look back, right? You have an SL here, and then that's it. Save entry. You have an SL here, entry, save entry here. Then went up. If you don't close, but after this big move, then you have to be very careful about continue shorting it, and it has to make a turn, and it did. So hour and 24 minute, man. I don't know. Okay, good. I got it at 140.72 and out at 142. Okay, yeah, pretty good, Glenn. Very good, very good. Proud of you, man. Keep it up, keep it up. Yeah. If you practice, and Glenn, if you learn and you practice and you focus, believe me, every day will be the same day as today. You can make it. All right, Glenn. I have kids too, but I have the stick for them, not. No, I'm just joking. I train my kids very well, and they are. If I say something, I don't have to say it twice. Believe me, this is how they are. And perfect A student, Uh, I train them equally, like the worldly and the religious wise, both the same direction. Both are equal because this world, this life ends one day. We have to go back where we come from, and everything will be. To me, my faith is that everybody need to be accountable for what we have done here. And my philosophy, one of these days, I'm gonna make some videos on those topics too. That to me, this is if we are doing here FCAT. You know what FCAT is? School. In school, the kids do 3-hour test. Books are closed. You just on your own. You do the test. You either do good or bad. Nobody help you. Nobody asks you anything. This is what this world is all about. We are on our own. We have our books. God gave us the guidance. If we follow that, fine. If we don't follow that, He's not going to do anything now. But once we go in our grave, the curtain will be pulled up. Then we see the behind scene, what's happening. Then we see everything. We will see the whole new world. And this is my belief, but anyway, forget about that right now. Okay, so it's best to enter 20 minutes rather than 40 minutes. Right, for the entry, Patrick, yes, 20 minutes is good. 20 minutes is much, much better. Oh, Glenn. Okay. Yeah. Okay, bro. So let me go now because if not, then maybe I'll mess up the recording. Okay, then the others will. But I want the recording for everyone. Again, I'll set up and send out the recording for tomorrow webinar at 4 same time, and then day after tomorrow again I'll do another session, question answer, and shows up more entries in different pairs now. I just talk about the pound yen and euro Aussie today because that's what happened and that's what I said is going to happen. So that way everything becomes genuinely easy that what really happened in the real market rather than just open a textbook and then blah blah blah. No, it has to be practical. So if magic wave strategy system is it working or not, that shows it's working. I have so many tears to show you, but I didn't because not enough time. uh, quite a few trades today. But anyway, so all right, so I'm gonna go now and convert this recording, send out, just watch it again and again if you have to, and we will do it again. I'll explain it again. Every day I have these trades every day. You know that I always post, right? So any day. But in fact, I'm gonna make another video maybe tomorrow, day after tomorrow. I'll sit down, wait for the setup, let the setup happen. So I'll tell you ahead of time that this is what the setup I'm waiting for. When that happens, I'll tell you that this is where I'm making an entry. And then when I make an entry, then I'll hold it and show you that how what is the target and how to hold it. Okay, and just do the same. That's all. Okay. So thanks for coming and spending some time with me, and hopefully talk to you guys tomorrow. Okay. Have a great day. What do I do?